Number 1, according to the passage, how many? How many tells me that it's a number. This is going to be my answer. How many possible connections are there among the neurons of the brain? If I were you, I would go back into the passage now and I would find any place that it has a number and I would see if it talks about connections between neurons. That's how I would find my answer. A, about 500 million. B, about 500 trillion. C, about 5 billion. D, about 50 trillion. 2, what is one tip the passage gives for taking care of the brain? When I see tip, I'm thinking, maybe that's under this heading, brain boosters. So if I were you, I would look at the brain boosters page and see where I could find my answer. A, protect yourself from head injuries. B, sleep 3 to 5 hours every night. C, drink more caffeinated soda. D, watch more TV. 3, based on the passage, what may happen if a person has damaged the temporal and frontal lobes of his or her brain? So I want to pay close attention to temporal and frontal lobes. So I would go back in the passage, find those key words, and see if I can find my answer. A, that person may have trouble feeling pain. B, that person may have trouble remembering other people's names. C, that person may have trouble recognizing danger or experiencing fear. D, that person may have trouble learning the multiplication tables. 4, read the following sentence. It takes time and lots of work for young brains to mature. As used in the passage, what does the word mature mean? So first I want you to think, is mature positive or negative? So decide if it's a plus sign or a minus sign and write it next to mature. And then I want you to plug in these words to the sentence and see if they work. So what does mature mean? It takes time and lots of work for young brains to mature, recover. It takes lots of time and work for young brains to recover. Recover seems like a positive word. Come back from? I'm not sure about that one. B, it takes time and lots of work for young brains to shrink. That seems like a negative word. C, develop. It takes lots of time and work for young brains to develop, to grow over time. That seems like a positive word. D, it takes time and lots of work for young brains to create. That seems like a positive word. So see which one matches. Turn to page 5. What is the passage mostly about? So I'm thinking central idea, the thing the text is all about. A, tips for protecting your brain while doing outdoor activities. B, understanding how the brain works and how to take care of it. C, understanding different types of brain disorders. D, how the brain learns new things and remembers them. So go back and choose your answer, and then the one that you choose, I would reread the text, and I would put a little check mark by each paragraph that talks about that answer. So I would reread this paragraph, and if it talks about that answer, I would put a check mark by it, okay? And if it doesn't put a check mark by it, I would put an X, okay? And then at the end, I would count all my check marks and see if there's enough checks to make me think that it's the central idea, the thing the text is all about. 6, what does the passage recommend including in a diet to keep the brain healthy? So my first step is to turn that question around. My question word is what? So I need to cross it out. The passage recommend including in a diet to keep the brain healthy. This question seems to be mostly about a diet. Okay, so a diet, and then my verb is should include. Including is my verb. Should include blank to keep the brain healthy. And now that you have that, you're going to do evidence, right? I know this because on page blank, and then you're going to write out the word paragraph blank. The text says, and then you're going to put your evidence right in there, okay? Don't bring me this with 2 blanks, okay? Make sure that you fill in those blanks yourself. 7, Based on the passage, what would be a good age at which to learn how to play a musical instrument? Musical instrument seems to be a big word there. So my question word is what, so I'm going to cross that out. And it seems to be talking about a good age. So a good age to learn to play a musical instrument is, then you fill in the blank, and then you need your evidence sentence starter, so don't forget it. It's up here if you need it. Okay, so go back in the passage and find when it would be good, when your brain is best ready to learn a musical instrument. 8. The question below is an incomplete sentence. Choose the word that best completes the sentence. Younger kids and teens need lots of sleep at night. Blank, that their brains can mature. Younger kids and teens need lots of sleep at night so that their brains can mature. B. Younger kids and teens need lots of sleep at night, but that their brains can mature. C. Younger kids and teens need lots of sleep at night after that their brains can mature. D. Younger kids and teens need lots of sleep at night, though that their brains can mature. See if you can cross out the ones you know are wrong, and then choose between the ones that are left. All right, now we have question 9. Use the following vocab word in a sentence. Crucial. Okay, so crucial is one of these words that I remember that we circled back here. So let's go back to this page 2. Even reading facial expressions can be hard for many teens. A study of Massachusetts teens showed this. The teens could not tell whether someone's face showed anger or fear, and recognizing the difference is crucial information when you're trying to react properly to someone. So crucial, that seems like a pretty big word, like a word that's pretty positive, like it would really help the teen know what to do. So I'm going to put a positive word. So crucial, I think that word means important. Let me put it back in the sentence and see if it makes sense. And recognizing the difference but is important information when you're trying to react properly to someone. I think that works. That seems to make sense. So I'm going to use the word crucial as important. So I'm going to write a sentence with the word important. So I believe teaching you how to write a good introduction is crucial. I think it's important. So I'm going to underline that word. So make your sentence and think about where important would go and then put crucial instead. When driving a truck, is fuel crucial? Is it important? Why or why not? So, when driving a truck, is fuel crucial? Your question is when, so you're going to cross that out. So our question is talking about fuel. So fuel is or is not crucial. And then I see the word why, so I need to have because blank. And you're not going to have evidence from the text for that. You're going to have to use your background knowledge, what you already know. Okay?